So let's get the day going, let's get the energy flowing, and let's smash the workout. I've been on the hammer and chisel for quite a while, but T25, it's really good. I haven't done it for a good few months. Super gets you sweating, gets the heart rate racing. Love it. Smashed out of the gym and then kicked off Wednesday morning with a 9 AM New York time investor call with a VC fund who I was introduced to via a buddy of mine who has actually been funded by them as well. And these guys have got a few investments in prop tech businesses, a couple of very similar business models, playing in similar spaces, maybe taking slightly different approaches to what we do. So they clearly have appetite for the sector. And what's really important in an investor is obviously finding someone who understands the space. Now, in what I do, it's a convergence of two very big industries, and each of them have kind of deep levels of technical knowledge that you need about them to actually understand how it all works and what the dynamics are of those businesses. So obviously technology, which of course is very technical, and you have to understand how to scale and grow a technology business, and real estate, which itself is a whole different beast. It can be certainly perceived to be very operationally intensive, and now tech guys who don't understand real estate will look at real estate and think, oh my god, it's perhaps an operational nightmare. How are you going to scale that? How are you going to make your operations work, because it's inherently offline? And then real estate guys who understand the real estate side of the transaction don't understand technology, and they can't see or bridge the gap between the operational intensity and how technology can really streamline that beyond like obvious things like transacting and stuff like that. But when you sit in the middle and you understand both pieces, it's really exciting. And there are lots of investors who understand that overlap between the two sectors is a really exciting place to play, and so they badge themselves as prop tech investors because they want to be in that space. But that does not mean that they understand the space. And the guys who I've just been talking to understand the space because they've got some good investments in it, and the way in which they talk to me about it, the kind of questions they ask, the kind of way in which they challenge me, demonstrates to me that they do have a good understanding. They have a better understanding than lots of other investors who I've spoken to. But still, some of the questions are a little bit, there's a little bit of an education curve to go on as well. I didn't necessarily feel the vibe with the guy I was talking to, and I think that's really important, to feel the vibe with the person you're talking to. But yeah, on the whole, it was good. Let's see how it unfolds. I just had a quick call with Chris on the technology. Super exciting. So we've been developing some proprietary pricing and availability distribution algorithms. We're basically in the advanced stages of testing now, where basically we give it an empty portfolio and let it just distribute the stock based on our availability criteria, our seasonal curves, our dynamic pricing models, and we basically run like a whole bunch of different scenarios with different demand parameters to see how the system actually ultimately distributes the end dates of our stock. The whole idea being that we're doing two things. One is we're optimizing the price that we achieve, so we always maximize the rental income over any given rental period, whilst giving full flexibility to the residents over the length of stay that they want to choose, and also managing the end dates such that we minimize our vacancy exposure and always have demand. And I should be getting ready in a position to sign off on it. So yeah, looking forward to moving that along. Just walking to the subway station, 49th Street. Traffic in Manhattan is a nightmare. Take me 30 or so minutes to sit in the car. But like this, I get to see the streets, maybe mingle with a few people. Nice little shot of the Empire State there in broad sunlight, fully illuminated. So good opportunity just to perch the camera like that on the floor with a nice angle up. Just people walking past and the Empire State in the background, and then speed that up and it'll look cool.
you.